Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video today. And as you can see from my bomb thumbnail, that today we're going to be doing a chip bag tutorial. Now, I know there's a whole bunch of tutorials out there, but I just wanted to give you guys my take on how I make custom chip bag party favors. Alrighty guys, we're going to go ahead and start this tutorial off by opening up Canva, and I already have a template for the chip bag. So if you would like to get this easy template, go ahead and go click the link in my description box now. So for all my templates, what I do, I always start off with the background, and as you guys see me doing here, I'm placing the desired picture for the background on top of the template, and I'm making sure that it sits right on the top. So you guys, when you do your positioning, make sure that you position the background right on top of everything. And then I go ahead and then I pull the transparency down so that I can see what I'm doing and making sure that the template measurements are correct when I'm designing. Now I am grabbing one of my favorite elements, which is ripped paper. I use this element a lot in my designs, especially when it comes to more feminine designs. And this design happened to be for a chip bag for a baby shower, a Valentine's Day themed baby shower. So what I'm doing here is I'm grabbing that ripped paper and I'm making it my edges for the chip bag. And again, any designs or anything that I do to add more texture, I add a shadow to the design. And then what I'm doing here is I'm just doubling it and flipping it and adding that same white ripped paper element to the top portion, so that could be my border for the top part of the bag. Now what you see me doing here is I'm going to go ahead and lock the design in and play with the transparency. You will see me doing this often in this tutorial, just so that I'm making sure that I get everything in the correct measurement for the chip bag. Now I'm going ahead and I pulled up a gold element to add a little bit more texture and color to the design here. After adding an additional gold element, what I'm doing here now is I'm adding my text. I already have made my text in a different app, but this would work the same way if you were adding your own text from Canva. But I already added a different text from the app because it allowed me to have a golden gradient that I wanted to include in this design. And Canva unfortunately does not allow you to have gradients in your text, or allow you to apply a texture to your text. So I did go ahead and design these texts in the PixArt app as well. So now I'm just positioning the words. As you guys can see, I pulled the transparency back on the background so that I can make sure that my text is measuring in the right parameters. So in the front here, you can see over the ultrasound, you can see the lines, and I want to keep the word sweetheart in between those lines to make sure that when I go to print this out and I go to make the chip bag, that everything is going to be on the front, and then it's not going to be a little bit folding on the back or looking kind of crazy. So this is why I do my designs this way with my templates. And I also have my own measurements for the template. So if you are really looking for a good chip bag template, I highly suggest this one. It helps me so much, and I use it every time I design a chip bag for any event or client that I have. Now, you know your girl is always going to add a good shadow. So now, because this font is technically a picture or a PNG, I can go ahead and add a shadow behind it. And I love doing this sometimes. Sometimes I do use the Pixar app to do my text first for my design, so that I can have a different type of an effect in Canva. So that's my little trick, is bringing in a actual text as an image instead of as a text, so that I can manipulate it as a image instead of a text. Now I'm just applying the shadow, and I'm changing it to the background color, this pretty salmon pink here. And we're going to just go ahead and apply all the other text to the front of the chip bag. All right, now we're going to go ahead and grab our baby shower facts. I do have a link for my template for my baby shower facts that I use in all my projects, or any type of nutrition facts. It doesn't have to necessarily be a baby shower, but we're going to grab that and we're going to place it on our template. And as you guys see, I keep doubling back and making sure that the background transparency is down, so that I can see the measurements and put the facts where they should go on the back portion of the chip bag. Now here, what I'm doing is I'm just changing the color of the baby shower facts, so that I could fit more in the theme of the pink and the white and the gold. Now here I'm going to add a square or a rectangle to go behind the baby shower facts, so that it can pop off of the page. I'm going to go ahead and change it to white so that it can fit in with the theme colors. Now I'm going ahead and adding some text to the other side that says, "Thank you for celebrating this day with us." I always add this to any party favors, just to thank the guests for coming out. Now I'm going ahead and adding a barcode that I already have from a previous project to this project, and I'm measuring it up and putting it on the right hand side of the chip bags, right underneath the baby shower facts. So what I'm doing here is I removed the white background from the barcode, and now I am trying to blur out those numbers that are on the bottom by just adding a small rectangle in the front and the back of this, so that it all blends in. And I use the same exact color as the background, which is that salmon pink, and I'm adding in the date of the baby shower, which was February 19th, 2022. It was a Valentine's Day themed baby shower. And then I'm just going in and adding my Doritos logos, because it's nothing worse than going to some type of event and somebody does chip bags and it's just a wrapper. You don't even know what's inside the bag. So for me, I always go ahead and add the logo to the chip bag, so everybody knows which one is which, and you can pick your own chip bags. Here I'm just showing you how they print it out so beautiful on some glossy photo paper. Now, I do apologize for this next section. I was kind of out of frame when I was doing this, but I still am going to go ahead and upload this, just because the chip bags just turned out so pretty. But it's the same process. You go ahead and fold over your chip bag and fold it so that You have the 2 flaps in the back and the front. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your crimper and you're going to crimp it first. And now I learned my lesson. I used to crimp my chip bags after I glued them and it would not turn out right. So what I do now is that I crimp them before so that the crimp can already be there and you're not fighting against the glue, ripping the paper or anything. The crimps look perfect. So what you go ahead and do is you crimp it and then you're going to go ahead and put the chips in there. For this one, these are the Lay's chips that I did, and I do apologize again for being out of frame slightly. So what I did is just went ahead and took my glue and put a little line down the front, and we're going to go ahead and close it up, and then we're going to go ahead and glue the bottom shut. Now, you can't do this method with every chip bag because some chips have more air in them. Like when you get the Cheeto Puffs, those are the hardest ones to do because the bags are just so much bigger and they can really barely fit with the 8.5 times 11 paper. So that method is kind of hard. I would suggest using the wraparound method. And then here you just see me closing the top with the glue. Now you're seeing me using my serrated scissors to give it that jagged edge here and just cutting the bottoms and the tops off, and that's what it came out. And here are the final results. Oh my gosh, I went crazy on this baby shower theme, y'all. Tell me what you think in the comments. Drop pink hearts. I loved it. Oh my gosh, everything was just so perfect, and my client loved it. Shipped it all the way to I believe this was Seattle, y'all. Oh my god, like Seattle, like really. Just a small girl from Cleveland shipping stuff to Seattle. So excited. And here are some other projects that I did. These are my baby shower chip bags. I thought these were adorable as well. So y'all go ahead and get that chip bag template, and I'll catch you next video. Thank you. Bye.